All right, so y'all, we got a couple of questions here from, I believe this is section 8.1. And so this is the first problem, and I'm not certain what number it is, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to send these out so you guys can kind of look through them. But the first one says, translate the following phrases into algebraic expressions. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And it says, the seventh term of an arithmetic sequence whose first term is 15 and whose difference is d. Okay, so remember, y'all, my general formula is going to look like this. an equals the first term, a1, plus n minus 1 times d, where n is the number of the term, right? Okay, so in this case, we are looking for the seventh term. So I'm going to say a7 is equal to a1 plus n minus 1, n is 7, because we're looking at the seventh term, times d, right? Okay, now they also told me the first term is 15. So let me go ahead and write that out. a7 equals 15 plus, now I know 7 minus 1 is going to give me 6. So, so that's just going to be right here, y'all, 60, okay? So here's my answer for part A, okay? Now, let's go ahead and do part B, okay? Part B, let me write it in black, so it's probably easier to see. Part B says 9 less than twice a number. Okay, 9 less than twice a number. Guys, I got to do twice a number first. So how about if we say 2n, and if it's 9 less than that, it's going to be minus 9. Okay. Part C. Part C says 9 times the square of a number. So 9 times the square of a number, y'all, would be n squared. Okay, and then part D as in dog says the difference. Remember, difference, y'all, means we're going to subtract the square of a number. So the square of a number would be n squared, and 4 times the number would be 4n. So here's my answer for part A. Here I am for part B, part C, and part D. Okay. All right, there's another question, y'all, that they asked me as well, and it says right here, find the first term and the difference in the arithmetic sequence if the 100th term is 24 and the 200th term is 81. Okay, so remember, in general, when we're talking about an arithmetic sequence, the nth term is going to be the first term, a1, plus n minus 1 times d, right? So, okay, we know that the 100th term is 24. So that means a100 is going to be the first term. I don't know it. Remember, n in this case, y'all, is 100. So that's going to be 100 minus 1 times d. And I also know that that number is equal to 24. So I'm going to say a1 plus 100 minus 1 is 99d. And that's equal to 24. Okay, so we got an expression for the 100th term right here. Now let's do the same thing, y'all, for the 200th term. Let me just use black again. I was trying to use a different color, but we'll keep it with black. Okay, so again, it's going to be the first term, a1, plus, since this is the 200th term, it's going to be 200 minus 1 times d. And we know that the 200th term is 81. So this is going to be equal to a1 plus 200 minus 1 is 199d, and we know that's equal to 81. So again, we have an expression for the 200th term. What we're trying to do, y'all, we are looking for the first term, and we're looking for the difference. Okay, why don't we do this? I'm going to go to the next slide. I'm just going to write down a couple of things. So I'm going to say, let's see, the 100th term is a1 plus 99d equals 24. Okay, so let me do that here. So 100th term is a1 plus 99d, and that's equal to 24. The 200th term is a1 plus 199d, and that was equal to 81. Okay, so guys, let's do this. Let's take the 200th term and let's subtract the 100th term. So I'm going to take 81 minus 24. Okay, let's see what 81 minus 24 is, y'all. I'm going to get my calculator. 81 minus 24. This is just a calculator app, y'all, that I downloaded to my iPad. Okay, but 81 minus 24 is 57. Okay, so look, 57. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, y'all, A200. The expression we have for A200 is right here. Look, that's A1 plus 199D, right? Minus A100, which is A1 plus 99D, and that should be equal to 57 because that's the difference. Okay, y'all, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to leave this piece alone. I can think of this as a -1, and I'm going to distribute that to both pieces. So that's a minus A1, that's a minus 99D. That's still equal to 57. Now, I'm going to do this part of the next slide, but I want to show you right here, y'all. This A1 and this A1 are going to cancel out. 199D minus 99D is going to leave me with 100D, and that's equal to 57. So now, if I want to solve for D, I can just divide both sides by 100. So I end up with D equals 57 over 100. Okay, there's my answer for D. So right here, y'all, I would write 57 over 100. Okay, now remember, we also need the first term. So y'all, I have a couple of options here. I can either use this piece right here, or I can use this one right here in blue. Now, I'm going to stick with the one here in green just because my numbers are a little bit smaller. So look, I'm going to write that over on the next slide, and I'm going to say A1 plus 99 times D was equal to 24. A1 plus 99 times 57 over 100 is equal to 24. Okay. So look, y'all, I'm going to go like this. A1 plus, I can think of that as 99 over 1, so I want to figure out what's 99 times 57. Don't know. 99 times 57 is 5,643. 5,643 over 100, okay, equals 24. Now, what I want to do is I want to move this guy over. So I'm going to subtract 5643 over 100, and I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, so A1 equals. So y'all, we can do this step here actually on our calculator. So look, I'm going to write it like this. I'm going to say, look, what's 24 minus, I'm going to do this in parentheses, 5643 over 100. Okay, and there's my answer. I'm coming up with a negative 32 and 43 over 100. So my A1 should be a negative 32 and 43 over 100. Okay. So anyway, y'all, if you got any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help y'all, and I hope y'all have a good night.